Hey guys, what's up? I'm Alex.
I am Pete.
And Justin is still in Alaska.
Still in Alaska.
Unbelievable.
Man, I'm broken up about it.
Really? That seems really disingenuous. Very exciting show for me. We have for you guys today. We're going to be talking about online comics, but not just any online comics. Bigger name creators have started moving into the online comics world, so we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the Age of Sentry, Bear Creek, and FreakAngels. Yeah. And also, as we mentioned with the last show, we're going to be doing a bunch of quicker hits for you guys this week. So stay tuned for the rest of the shows. There's going to be the regular amount of content, just in smaller chunks. Yeah. So let's get in and talk about the Age of Sentry. This was put up on Marvel Digital Comics Online. You can read the first chapter of it. The idea of the book is that the Sentry, the character we all know and love, since he existed in the Marvel Universe, technically speaking, these are stories that were comics that, say Stan Lee or Jack Kirby wrote back in the day that were the original Sentry stories.
What's nice about them is they're drawn in an old school way, and they definitely have an old school feel to them, which is very enjoyable. And what's also cool is the way you can, when you click on next page, it's like the page is flipping over. That's enjoyable.
Yeah, Marvel Digital Comics has done a really nice job so far on building their software, I think.
Yeah, but I mean, still I have a problem with like zooming in. I just wish there was a way where the whole thing could fit and I could read it. I feel like I have to pull it up a little bit.
Sure.
But enough about that. Let's get into the comic. Kind of enjoyable. I would say the comic is kind of enjoyable. It's it's definitely old school, and it's got that hokey feel to it, which I guess could be it's fun, but I don't know. I guess because I'm not that big a fan of the Sentry, I didn't completely get into it. Maybe if it was a different person or hero, maybe I would be into it more. But I just felt like, it was funny the way one of the girls was yelling like, Johnny Storm's cuter than you.
Yeah, This is the first story of the first issue.
Yeah.
It feels like a wig to me. Like, the entire story feels like a big... Which, I gotta say...
You see what we're doing?
I am a total sucker for.
You loved it?
I actually totally loved it. I thought it was really cute and funny, and it hit the perfect tone for what it's supposed to be. That the art looks good, the story is a ludicrous thing about the Mad Thinker and the Tinkerer teaming up to use a cabaret to trick the Sentry and suck his powers. But then there's also... ridiculous, hilarious, over-the-top humor.
It was the Mad Thinker's fault. He did it.
Just them calling out each other, and like you're saying with them, it's not just one girl being like, "Ooh, Sentry, I think you're cute." It's almost every other panel somebody's like, "Oh my God, it's the Sentry," which is a very funny running joke, and it actually makes me really look forward to the series. So, bully to Marvel for that.
All right,
cool. Let's move on and talk about Bear Creek. This is by Hope Larson, who wrote Grey Horses, and her life partner, Bryan who did Scott Pilgrim. He does the art duties.
Yeah, you can tell.
This was so popular, it crashed their servers when they put it up.
Wow.
So they had to split it into separate pages. What did you think about it, Pete?
Well, the one thing that I liked was the guy was drinking a beer.
Yeah.
At the same time, I was drinking a beer, and that's the only thing I liked. There was a moment I was like, "Oh, this is cool."
Jesus.
I really was upset by this comic because I felt like, first of all, regardless, the artwork is awesome. It really does a great job of setting the tone and like bringing you into this world. It's cute, kind of like fun little world, and I just felt like I was like, "Oh, this is cool. I kind of know where I'm going. Oh, this is nice." Took a left turn to Crazy Town. And I was very upset by it.
I was the exact opposite, and obviously we're going out of our way not to spoil the ending for you. But the entire time, well, not the exact opposite on the art. I love the art. The entire time I was thinking like, man, this is the most trite story ever. It's about a guy that moves into an apartment building, just broke up with his girlfriend, meets a new girl who's like a fun, free spirit, and then something happens that totally changes it.
No, the new girl is not a fun, free spirit. All of a sudden, she goes from like hating the guy to completely all about him and very easy.
Well, I was like, there's for a specific reason that we're not talking about.
Yeah, I know, but I just feel that like I feel like Justin. I liked the tension between the ex and the guy, and I felt like that was very cool. Like, oh, I'll help you move in.
You feel like Justin because you're interested in a human relationship.
Yes,
cool.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you for pointing that out.
No problem.
the mad thinker. He's the one.
No, you're the taper.
So and then it was like, I was like, okay, cool. I like the tension they're building. I felt like I was going one way, and I was into it. I was into what they were setting up, and I feel like when they took the left turn, that was ridiculous, and not only ridiculous where I was like, I hit the next page, and I was like, oh, maybe I went 2 pages ahead because this doesn't make any sense, and you can't go back, and you can only go forward. I was like, what the? I was upset by the ending.
I don't know. I wanted to see more of it. I got to the end, and I was like, finally, all right, this is getting somewhere. Let's keep going.
No. Well, I felt like when I got to the end, I was like, screw you. I don't want to read any more of this. So.
All right. Well, there you go. Let's want to talk about FreakAngels. Yeah, this is Warren Ellis. He's doing an online comic. The great thing about this is, Warren Ellis. He gets...
Warren Ellis.
Warren Ellis. He gets writer's block a lot. So this is good that he's doing an exercise in online comics so he can really, jumpstart his writing and maybe write a couple of comic books.
Oh my God, what is your deal?
Okay, the guy does not sleep 24 hours a day. All he does is write comics. It's ridiculous. Fucking stop. Cut it out, Warren Ellis. They're all good, mind you, and I read all of them. But, Jesus Christ, what are you? You are a comic writing robot. It is enough already. That being said, FreakAngels is really good.
That was a crazy rant that doesn't make any sense because you were pro Warren Ellis and then anti Warren Ellis at the same time.
It's how I feel about you too.
Okay, good. That explains a lot. First off, it's set up nicely on the page, and then it's kind of like it's set up into all these different chapters, which I felt like was just kind of like a waste of time. Like, give me a certain amount of pages that I can flip through. Don't make me go 6 pages, new chapter.
He's posting 6 pages a week.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, that's why he's doing that.
All right. Well, maybe just wait, do a couple in the can, and then give it to me. So
don't do it online. Release it as like a print comic book that you can buy at a store.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
It's definitely the future is definitely in the internet with comics.
The idea of this book, very quickly, is that 12 kids were born with unbelievable powers
at the same time.
Cause the world to end. This is what happens afterwards.
And what I liked about that is he didn't get into the fact that like brother and sister, but they have this sibling kind of like banter and back and forth. It's very rich, very well written. It starts off crazy, gets crazier, and then kind of like slows down to a pace where you can get on board and really get into it. It does an amazing job of like establishing a world without pointing out everything that's going on. Through the characters, you get to know what's happening and what's happened, what may happen. It's very enjoyable. I really look forward to reading the rest of this. It's awesome.
Totally, 100% agree with you. That's exactly what I would have said.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice work.
So, whatever we think about these, of course, they're free online, so you can check them out for yourselves. No problem.
Yeah, right. So let us know what you think, though.
Yeah, definitely. You can write us at thecomicbookclub@yahoo.com. You can also subscribe here. Please tell your friends, tell people on other channels that they should come over here and subscribe instead of the channels that they're currently watching if you want. And, of course, you can visit us in New York City every Tuesday night at our live show, The Comic Book Club.
Come on down.
We'll see you guys next time.
Thanks, everybody.